Welcome to Cricket Central Channel. Today, we're talking about one of the greatest cricketers of all time, Kapil Dev. As many of you know, Kapil Dev was a legendary Indian cricketer who played from 1978 to 1994. He was a fearsome fast bowler and a powerful batsman, and was instrumental in leading India to its first ever World Cup victory in 1983. Now, let's put your Kapil Dev knowledge to the test. Here's a quiz question for you. In which year did Kapil Dev make his debut for the Indian cricket team? Do comment your answer below. If not, please feel free to know the answer at the end of it. So sit back, relax and let's dive into the world of Kapil Dev, as we bring you the top 25 quotes about this cricketing legend. Today, we bring you the top 25 quotes about Kapil Dev, his career, and his impact on cricket. Quote 1. Kapil Dev was a complete cricketer, a great bowler, and a hard-hitting batsman. He was a true leader on the field. Sunil Gavaskar. Quote 2. Kapil Dev was an inspiration for all young cricketers in India. He taught us to never give up and always keep fighting. Sachin Tendulkar. Quote 3. Kapil Dev was the greatest all-rounder of his generation. He could change the course of a match with both bat and ball. Ian Botham. Quote 4. Kapil Dev was a true ambassador for Indian cricket. He represented the country with distinction and was loved by fans all over the world. Ricky Ponting. Quote 5. Kapil Dev was a true match winner. He had the ability to take wickets when the team needed it the most and score runs in tough situations. Wasim Akram. Quote 6. Kapil Dev was a leader on and off the field. He inspired his teammates with his never say die attitude. Alan Border. Quote 7. Kapil Dev was one of the greatest fast bowlers of all time. He had a great pace and swing that troubled batsmen all over the world. Malcolm Marshall. Quote 8. Kapil Dev was a true legend of the game. He will always be remembered as one of the greatest cricketers to have ever played the sport. Brian Lara. Quote 9. Kapil Dev's impact on Indian cricket was enormous. He inspired a generation of cricketers and helped put India on the world map. Rahul Dravid. Quote 10. Kapil Dev's captaincy was instrumental in India's World Cup win in 1983. He led from the front and inspired his team to greatness. Clive Lloyd. Quote 11. Kapil Dev was a humble and down-to-earth person. He always had time for his fans and was loved by everyone who met him. Martin Crowe. Quote 12. Kapil Dev's contribution to Indian cricket is immeasurable. He is a true legend of the sport and will always be remembered. Steve Waugh. Quote 13. Kapil Dev was a great role model for young cricketers. He taught us the importance of hard work and dedication. Virender Sehwag. Quote 14. Kapil Dev's success on the field is a testament to his talent and determination. He was a true champion. Ian Chappell. Quote 15. Kapil Dev was the perfect combination of talent and determination. He was a true warrior on the field and never gave up, no matter the odds. Sunil Gavaskar. Quote 16. Kapil Dev was a true match winner. He always stepped up when his team needed him the most. Matthew Hayden. Quote 17. Kapil Dev's influence on Indian cricket cannot be overstated. He inspired countless cricketers and helped put the country on the world stage. Michael Clarke. Quote 18. Kapil Dev was one of the most skilled all-rounders of all time. He was a great bowler, and a powerful batsman who could win matches on his own. Ian Bishop. Quote 19. Kapil Dev was a true ambassador of the sport. He played with passion, pride and always represented India with dignity. Alan Donald. Quote 20. Kapil Dev's leadership skills were unmatched. He always had a plan and executed it with precision. Glenn McGrath. Quote 21. Kapil Dev was a humble and gracious person. He always showed respect to his opponents and was a great ambassador for the sport. Jacques Kallis. Quote 22. Kapil Dev's impact on Indian cricket is undeniable. He will always be remembered as a true great of the sport. Mark Taylor. Quote 23. Kapil Dev was a complete package as a cricketer. He had the ability to take wickets and score runs, and was a great captain too. Sean Pollock. Quote 24. Kapil Dev's performances in the 1983 World Cup will forever be remembered. He was the heartbeat of the Indian team and led from the front. Dean Jones. Quote 25. Kapil Dev was a true legend of the sport. He inspired a generation of cricketers and his legacy will live on forever. Curtly Ambrose. And there you have it, the top 25 quotes about Kapil Dev, one of the greatest cricketers of all time. If you enjoyed this video on Kapil Dev, be sure to give it a like and share it with your friends. And now to the moment of truth, the answer to the question. The answer is 1978. Kapil Dev made his debut for the Indian cricket team in 1978. Congratulations for those who got it right. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated with our latest content. Thank you for watching.